Okay, so now that we've gone ahead and we've corrected the data, we're ready now to export the data to bring it into ArcMap or the GIS system. And it's actually a pretty simple procedure, however it does take a couple steps, and you'll use a combination of Pathfinder Office and ArcMap, especially the catalog. Okay, so as you can see here, I still have my task 2, but I have opened the corrected file. So make sure that before you begin this process, you've opened the .cor file that you've created by doing the differential correction on the raw data. And if you don't know how to do that, I would recommend that you go back and review the videos that show how to do that. So once I have my corrected data open, I can go ahead and use export. And there's an icon here that has a computer and a world. So that's your export there. If I hover over to actually say it, or I can go utilities export. They do the exact same thing. Okay, so it doesn't matter which one you click. I'm going to use that one. And then what I need to do here is I need to change a couple things. Number one, I need to change this right here to a geodatabase setup. I have not had great luck using this. I actually tried to make a video beforehand to bring it directly into the geodatabase, but I was getting a spatial reference error, so I haven't quite ferreted out why that is. So what I want to do is click that, and then I want to go ahead and go down to the next one, which is the AGRI ESRI shapefile setup. So that needs to be shapefile setup here. And it's good to note the datum, which is WGS 1984. That datum is the projection, which is set on the GPS, and all of our GPSs should be set to that World Grid System 1984. So make a note of that because you're going to need that when you get to the catalog. Okay, once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and OK, and I'm going to note that my files are going to end up into the export folder. So I'm going to hit OK, and it says no projection files been found. Do you wish to continue with the export? Yes, I do, because we're going to do that once we're done. Okay, so here we go. We've completed what we need to do now within Pathfinder Office. I'm going to go ahead and close that. So I'm going to open up my ArcMap again, and I'm going to come into my catalog, and I've already tied or connected to my my JC folder on here, and I'm just going to go ahead and refresh the export folder, and here is the .ge.shape. So if I use just the standard settings and I didn't create a dictionary, my point data will end up in a .ge shapefile, my line will end up in a line GE, and my areas will be in an area GE. However, if I go through and I define features within my dictionary, then I will have specific shapefiles which will come out of the export. Now once I bring this in, it doesn't really work, so I don't want to just bring this over directly because what it's lacking is a projection file. So I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to go into the properties, and I've already flagged the WGS 1984 in my favorites. However, if I didn't, so I'm going to remove that. I'm going to go to my search bar and I'm going to type in WGS 1984, and I'm going to hit search. And in the geographic coordinate system, under the world heading, here is WGS 1984. And because I use this so often, I like to go ahead and hit this star right here, which adds it to the favorites. So it's really quick to find. I don't have to go through this search routine every time I want to bring it in. So here I'm ready to project my .ge shapefile into the WGS 1984 projection, and I'm going to hit OK. Okay, so once I've done that, I can go ahead and I can drop that into my ArcMap. Here's my 3 points. They don't show up real well, so I'm going to go ahead and change those to something different that I can see. Okay, so now I've got 3 blocks, and of course I can do any symbology I want on that. Just to give some reference, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add data, add a base map, and use the imagery. Now I'm going to wait for that to come up. Okay, and these points are very close together. So I'm going to back out. so I can see about where they are. Those are very close points. So I'm within, this is kind of where we go for the GPS class to go and take data, just directly outside of the lab. So that just gives me some reference and lets me know that I did the projection correctly. Okay, so that's really all it takes to do that. Now, if you have multiple features which have been created into shapefiles, make sure you go back to your catalog and then go ahead and project each of them. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know, and thanks for watching.